Adolescence is the stage of human development that occurs between childhood and adulthood, involving physical, emotional, and social changes. It typically starts around 10 to 11 years for girls and 11 to 12 years for boys, although these ages can vary. One of the main physical indicators of puberty is the development of secondary sexual characteristics, which are evaluated through Tanner staging. Tanner stages are used to assess the progression of puberty in both boys and girls. Here's an overview of adolescence in boys and girls along with the Tanner stages. Adolescence in girls. Onset of puberty, typically between ages 8 to 13, with the average age being around 10 to 11. Key physical changes. Breast development. Thelarche is the first visible sign of puberty. Menarche. Onset of menstruation occurs about 2 years after the first signs of breast development. Pubic hair growth begins shortly after breast development. Growth spurt is significant during the early stages and occurs before menarche. Widening of hips and changes in body fat distribution also take place. Adolescence in boys. Onset of puberty, typically between ages 9 to 14, with the average age being around 11 to 12. Key physical changes. Enlargement of the testes and scrotum is the first sign of puberty in boys. Pubic hair growth follows the enlargement of the testes. Growth spurt generally happens later than in girls and is more pronounced. Voice deepening and facial hair development begin during the later stages of puberty. Increased muscle mass and changes in body composition occur. Tanner staging, pubertal development. Tanner stages are divided into 5 stages, each representing the progression of sexual maturity. Here's a breakdown of the Tanner stages in both boys and girls. Tanner staging for girls. 1 Stage 1 Prepubertal. No breast development. Prepubertal stage. Pubic hair absent or minimal. 2 Stage 2 Puberty begins. Breast development. Small breast buds. Thelarche with some elevation of the nipple. Pubic hair. Sparse, light colored, and straight pubic hair along the labia. 3 Stage 3 Growth of breasts and pubic hair. Breast development. Further enlargement of the breasts with a larger areola. Pubic hair. Coarse, darker, and curlier pubic hair covering a larger area. 4 Stage 4 Mature breasts and pubic hair. Breast development. Areola and nipple form a secondary mound above the level of the breast. Pubic hair. Adult-like in texture, but less dense than in Stage 5, limited to the pubic area. 5 Stage 5 Adult. Breast development. Fully developed breasts, with a mature, adult appearance. Pubic hair. Full adult distribution of pubic hair, extending to the inner thighs. Tanner staging for boys. 1 Stage 1 Prepubertal. Testicles and scrotum. Size and texture are similar to prepubertal, no changes. Pubic hair. None. 2 Stage 2 Puberty begins. Testicles and scrotum. Enlargement of the testes and scrotal thinning. Pubic hair. Sparse, straight, light-colored hair at the base of the penis. 3 Stage 3 Growth of testes and pubic hair. Testicles and scrotum. Enlargement continues. The penis begins to elongate. Pubic hair. Darker, coarser, and curlier hair grows over a larger area. 4 Stage 4 Mature genitals. Testicles and scrotum. Further growth. Scrotal skin darkens, and the penis lengthens. Pubic hair. Adult-like texture but more limited in coverage compared to Stage 5. 5 Stage 5 Adult. Testicles and scrotum. Fully adult size and appearance. Pubic hair. Full adult pattern, extending to the inner thighs. Physical changes in adolescence. Both genders. Growth spurts. Both genders experience rapid growth, but girls generally complete their growth spurt earlier than boys. Boys grow taller and more rapidly during later.
During later stages of puberty, skin changes, increased oil production in the skin leading to acne. Acne is common in adolescence period, but everyone should remember that acne or any other skin problem is common in adolescence period, but it's a pathology, which means acne should not be formed. That's why it is recommended to wash your face and maintain facial hygiene during adolescent period, so that despite having increased oil production, you can have clear skin. Increased body hair. In both genders, the growth of body hair increases, including underarm and facial hair in boys. Underarm hair increase in both the genders, And in girls, pubic hair also increases during this period. Voice changes. Boys experience a deeper voice as their larynx, voice box enlarges. It's also known as Adam's apple. Emotional and psychological changes. Mood swings. Hormonal changes lead to mood swings and more intense emotions. Independence. Both boys and girls begin seeking more independence from family and developing their own identities during this period. Peer influence. Relationships with friends and romantic interests become more significant during this period. Conclusion. I conclude that adolescence is a time of significant change driven by hormonal shifts and Tana stages. Provide a way to measure the physical progress of puberty. These stages are important in understanding normal growth and development, though there can be considerable variation in timing from one individual to another. The point explains that these changes typically occur and, uh, between 12 and 19, but these changes may be delayed in some individuals. And during this period, our body undergoes a lot of changes, both physically and mentally. And I conclude that every teenager or a person during their adolescence period need to have a companion or a guide to guide about these changes during that period. And thank you.